Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. It's the day of the Arsenal game today. We've had a game off camera, Christmas period, some ins, I think, some outs and all sorts. But I'm on the page of Troy Parrott. Someone said they wanted to see him, and interestingly, he actually came up in a scout report recently. It's one of those weird ones you get at the bottom where they've not actually scouted them, but they've obviously just gone, you should take a look at this guy. I didn't, but here he is anyway. Nearly 50 caps for Ireland so far. 32 games he's now played for Crystal Palace there. He's doing all right in the league this year for them, as you can see. 8 goals in the Premier League in 12 starts. His average rating is very low though, surprisingly, presumably because of the substitute appearances, but having a decent time for Palace in the Prem. Funny how everyone, including me, has been tricked into thinking those aren't your everyday clothes. I've been rumbled, because these are actually, this is a costume. My normal clothes are the Ali G outfit, I've got the pimp costume, and the dress. Those are my, and the bowler hat, of course. Those are my normal clothes. Yet those affiliate links means you will get a chance for some players from those nations now coming through the club, which brings me on to the fact that I just signed another one. The board let me have another one, so we've now got Paris FC as one of these particular types of affiliates. So now we could potentially get Belgian, French, and Uruguayan players coming through our youth academy. I hope that the more we get, the more chance there is. I really, really do. I think that's going to be great. Now, my question for you guys that know about this is the quality of the player based on their youth academy and ratings or ours? Because if that's the case, that it's ours, then I might be able to be tempted to go for some clubs in slightly more obscure countries. That way we could potentially bring through an amazing player from like Curacao or something, just for the lols, you know? But do let me know about that. Regarding not getting any bids for other domestic sides, I'm pretty sure it has to do with the clubs not knowing that Palacios feels like he's too good for them and wouldn't accept the loan to them. So there's that, but there's also another theory people are floating around, is the fact that the game is assessing the likelihood of them bidding based on the player's wages, even if I'm offering them for free. And some people have tested this and come up basically with the knowledge that it's just really, it's something that I think really does need to be looked at, to be honest, because it sucks. I've had to loan a few players out to other European sides at the moment because the Polish sides just won't bid on them, unfortunately, even though I want to give them for free. So quickly do some transfer stuff and then I'll show you the game off camera. So Dalmar's gone back to Brazil on loan for a little bit, mainly because they're going to pay us a buttload of money. They're paying us a really large amount. It's going to be like about 600 grand for half a season, and I'm all right with that. Fifth Arsenal's gone to Norwich for the rest of the year because, again, I really wanted to send him to another Polish side, but we just couldn't, and I thought, Norwich, they're going to pay his wages, that's fine. Militic is gone to Valencia for the rest of the season because, again, he wasn't really getting in the team. I actually thought about moving him on, but no one put an actual transfer bid in. But Valencia did put a normal loan bid in, so they're paying his wages plus an extra 10 grand a month on top of that. So it's not great, but it's, you know, it's money. And Iriondo has gone out on loan to Lechia for the rest of the season. So finally, Polish clubs were starting to bid on him. Obviously, by the windows didn't overlap, so hopefully we'll get some bids now. But annoyingly, we lost one of our youth players. Jacek Szyminski left to go to Hanover. I didn't even realise that we had this guy. And then all of a sudden, I got a notification from the board saying they've put in a bid that was too good to turn down, and boom, he was gone. £750,000 he's moved to Hanover for. Bit frustrating to lose one of our youth players like that. I just didn't even really know he was here. But we got £750,000, but I would have liked to have put some clauses, but the board decided, nope, we're just going to sell randomly, even though we didn't need to. And the final out is Tony O'Connor. Wolves, for some reason, came in and bid on him. So he's gone for £1 million, rising to 1.4 million with a 50% and next sale fee clause. I was just determined to get him off the books, in all honesty. Franceschi's here, and we've got Marcin Mazur, who's now been moved up to the first team anyway. So I just wanted to get rid of old Tony. He's not been a success here, but we got some money for him somehow, because Wolves are idiots. There were in fact no transfers in, but in our first league game back, we thumped Lechia 3-0 away from home. This game was so dull in the first half, and in the second half, we just completely flew out the traps. It all kind of really changed when Kevin came on. I can't remember where he actually came on, but you could see he got 2 goals and an assist in the period of, 21 minutes? Brilliant stuff. 2 goals for him. He set up Zvigawa's goal as well. What a performance from Kevin. He's got 8 goals in the league. 8 goals this season. 5 goals in the league and 4 assists. He's having a really good year, and we've managed to hold on to most players. Couple kicked up passes, but again, most of them, particularly Alberto Freitas, they'd come to you and I'd get someone to go talk to him, and then he was happy to stay immediately. It was brilliant. He's really come round to being at the club, which is great because he's probably our best player. Zviggy also won Polish Player of the Year, which is pretty damn cool. Yamrog was the Ekstraklasa Player of the Year, and I can't remember, I think it was Freitas was Foreigner of the Year because he just wants to know what love is, goddammit. And we're upgrading the youth facilities for another 5 million, so that's really, really nice. All in good. All doing well, and the league is looking pretty good too. But today, it's really about Arsenal. Well, the home leg first, we're going to go and try and actually play a bit of football and just see what happens. I still think it's a bit of a free hit, but you never know. We did beat Real Madrid 1-0, so you never know what we could do against Arsenal. I don't think they're quite as good as Madrid. So we'll just switch things around a little bit. Now, Lisik is actually being preferred on the quick pick to Victor Hugo, but because he's now got slightly more accomplished in this role, but I am going to go with old Vicky Hughes for today. Gorosito has done excellently, so has Kevin, but we've got to give Zviggy his chance because he is still banging the goals in. I can't really deny that. Where has he gone? How has he got worse? To me, Zwigawa should have got used to this role by now when you look at how well Lisic's improved in that role. Zwigawa still hasn't got used to playing as an attacking midfielder. On the bench is going to be Campagnaro, Jake Hughes, Lisic, Kevin, Bonavento, Garcia and Luis. It's actually a really, really strong bench. The likes of Kevin, Lisic, Campagnaro, Garcia... Wait, why is Garcia not in the first team? I want him instead of Orozco. Surely, yeah. Okay, so but it's still a very, very stacked team. Probably not going to be good to beat Arsenal, though. I want to talk about this monstrosity of a name that they've got up front. Jan de Oliveira Cavalcanti. Like, if we come up with anything in this home game, then brilliant, really. I mean, we've got basically the best possible lineup we could have, and they're all fairly rested. So it's just a case of, let's see what happens, really. See whether Zviggy and the boys can do anything at all. It's good to have Kande back, though, who will give us a bit more defensive stability. Looking long. Okay, why did he stop? That's so annoying. Why did Freitas just randomly stop instead of turning around and running? And now we conceded a goal. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see the 3D highlights, but that seems like nonsense to me. So the ball is lumped down the field here by Still. Sure, no problem. But it's the fact that Freitas is running. Why does he not just start running when the others do? And what is that? Did anyone else... Right, no, that is genuine nonsense. Did you see the way the number 5 went boing? Okay, sure. I don't like to call bullshit on it, but that was some bullshit. He's literally rubber banded. Oh my Gideon. Okay, that's fine. We've got to move on with our lives. That's some really naughty stuff there, Arsenal. Breaking the laws of physics. This game has been so nothing happening in it whatsoever, which is really what we wanted, but... Oh, well... Oh, no. Garcia nearly did something brilliant, and then... Oh, God. Okay. That's happened as well. I thought Garcia wins the... It's really weird. He does a brilliant tackle in the midfield. Here. And... and then he's allowed to just go all the way through and score. That's pretty bad as well, to be honest. That's more from a defensive standpoint, though. Jesus. Oh my God. Mateusz Zwigawa sent off in the first half of the match. I mean, that's an absolute travesty. He's been booked through... Wow. The game fluctuates so bad. Like, we'll do one episode where everything goes in our favour, and then we have another episode where this happens. Craziness. Okay, well then. That didn't go so well, did it? I mean, I'm genuinely very annoyed by that first goal and whatever that was. The second goal, we were just bad defensively, and then that's happened. But today it's just gone into a world of its own in terms of misery. Hazel. Yeah, well, there you go. I feel like I can feel aggrieved about that first goal, but we've really not helped ourselves since then. And down to 10 men against them, we were always going to struggle. This has happened a few times, unfortunately, where they'll just pull in from the wing there, and you know the long shot's coming, and there's nothing you can do about it, other than have better players, of course. But unfortunately, we are a man down, which does not help. Del Olmo coming through, can't they? Right, a breakaway potentially. Let's have one back at 3-1. It doesn't matter really so much in the grand scheme of things. We're still out, but Campagnaro, Silva. I don't really know what's going on here. Why not just shoot? Albarracine's going to have a shot, and he's... Oh, I think actually the keeper got a touch to that. I don't know. No, he didn't. Well, that's it. 3-0 to Arsenal. Fair enough. They won the match. That first goal, though, I feel a bit aggrieved about that, because I don't know what the hell that was. But hey, maybe one of the players has got the trait that they can bend space and time. Fair enough. That would make sense. Yeah, we're probably going out. Zviggy did not help us at all, and yeah, just everything that could go wrong there did go wrong. Anyway, we've got another game off camera. Let's get back to the league and just smash them on. But here we are, on the day of the Zag game. One thing I would say, look at how close Lech have actually got to us now. They're only 1 point off the pace. And that's not because we're having a bad season. Oh, no, it's just because Lech are having an absolutely outrageously good year. They're 14 points clear of third place. We actually have a title race on our hands this year, which is kind of nice, to be honest. And Lech, if they carry on like this, it's a shame they couldn't get through in Europe, to be honest. Oh, what happened there? Lechia lost 3-2 at home to Gangomp. Guys, come on! Anyway, this is going to require some rotation, I sense. Amazingly, not a huge amount. The players seem pretty fresh for some reason, but okay, we're going to go with that then. That's weird. They've really been able to maintain their freshness quite well there. So Lisic, Godosito, Zwigawa, Peralta, Orozco, Silva, Conde, Pandurovic, Freitas, Lervik, and Franceschi. On the bench, Victor Hugo, Hughes, Garcia, Kevin, Vinjevic, Bonavento, and Luis. we do actually kind of need to go and win this one, because as things stand, we are only, well, obviously with a draw, but, you know, before this match, we're only 1 point clear at the top of the league, despite having, we're literally on for a higher points total than last season at the moment. That's how good Lechia have been this year. Not Lechia, Lech. So we need to keep up the pace. Godosito, cutting inside, he'll get the shot away, and he's bent it wide. He's been great this year. Lisek, want to see a bit more out of him, and he's been fouled. That could be a, oh, it's a straight red card. Right, okay. No mucking about here. Let's go for the jugular. Let's get a good win. Orozco. Oh, God. Oh, good strike. It's nice to see him get some game time, I suppose. Here we go again. Lisek's ball. Svigawa's header down. Silva gets the flick on header, and that surely is going to be 1-0 to, oh, for God's sake. Disallowed, probably. No, it's been awarded. Okay, there you go. Svigawa will get the assist. Diego Silva scores his first goal of the season, and it's a lovely little stooping header there. And Svigawa, another assist. That's his 7th assist of the year, which is actually quite impressive for a striker. He's got goals and assists in his game, which is really, really huge. He's actually, I think, now the best assister in the league, too. Lervik. Lisek. This is the kind of game where he could really fill his boots if he wants to. Godolso. Lervik, go on. Put one on Svigawa's head. Kande. Have a shot yourself, maybe? He's through, and he scored! Somalia Kande makes it 2-0. That's more like it. Now we can put the hammer down on these guys. Lervik will get the assist. We're 2-0 up. We're going back to 4 points clear. Lovely. To be fair, it's the defender's fault. They've invited Kande through, and he's just gone, all right, then, bam, bottom corner, 2-0 against Zag. Lovely old job. Let's take out our anger after the Arsenal game. Let's take it out on Zag. Lovely tackle from Lisek. This is the kind of game where we need to see something from him. He's gone past 1, goes past 2. Go on, dig a cross out, mate. Does? Oh, what a brilliant goal. That genuinely was perfect from Lisek. I didn't expect him to actually pull that off. It's 3-0. Peralta's got it. But what about this? He's run from inside his own half, skips over 1 tackle. This is the player that could mean a lot to us. Takes that extra touch and whips a wonderful ball in. And there's Ernesto Peralta. It's 3-0, and that is a great run from Lisek. My lord. Godosito just dispossesses him easily. More to come, surely. Lisek! What a strike. Lisek to deliver one. Svigawa cleared away. Lervik maybe to have a shot. Oh, what a strike. Building something up from the back now. Ball in. Peralta! And it's 4-0. Ernesto Peralta grabs another one. Godosito will get the assist. And the red card has absolutely killed Zag. We're dominating them in every single fashion. And we're just going to put them to the sword here. It's good a chance just to build up the confidence in the players. Maybe we can build up some momentum into the Arsenal game. What a ball in from Godosito, that is. And Peralta's at the back post. 9th goal of the year for him. That's much more like it. Lovely stuff. Let's have another second half of absolute domination. Show me what you got, lads. Nice to see Zviggy grab a couple of goals if he can. Out for Kande, men flooding the area, whips it across and it's nearly gone in. Long throw this time, knocked away. Gorosito, can he pick something out? Freitas, Gorosito, might go for a goal himself. Svigawa, oh, playing with it in their box. Oh, Svigawa's picked it up. Oh my god, imagine if he turned that into a goal. Lervik, Victor Hugo, blocked. Pandurovic, the pressure continues. Gotta stop doing that, lads. Henrique. Silva goes straight through. Watch him get red carded as well now, no. Don't you dare let them score, guys. Let's just not have that even be a thing that we can even approach. Franceschi, out for Conde. We really do seem to fall off in the second halves of these games while we're dominating, and I guess that makes sense, really. Kevin, can he fill his boots? Godosito. Oh, Victor Hugo! Great save. Peralta on the hat-trick, and he's completed his hat-trick. 5-0. Ernesto Peralta now enters double figures for the season with his 10th of the year. A 5-0 thrashing here is understandable, really. Just a really good performance, taking our anger out a little bit. Godosito, look at that. Lovely ball in behind. Victor Hugo, wonderful strike. Keeper, great save. Peralta on the rebound, and that is 5-0. Well, there you go. Sometimes you just need a result like that to just... It's very cathartic grabbing a 5-0 thrashing like that, particularly when someone like Peralta comes up with a hat-trick in there too, and unlikely scorers in Conde and Diego Silva. But brilliant from Peralta. A 5-0 thrashing, just what we needed to send ourselves a little bit further clear at the top of the league. Take that, Zag. And his stats for the year aren't bad. 9 goals in the league, 3 assists. Pretty damn solid, I've got to say. Better than Valerie, which is the main thing. So next episode, of course, is going to be the Arsenal game. What we're basically going to do in that match... There's also going to be a youth intake in the next episode too, probably. So stay tuned for that as well, because I'm very much looking forward to see if we get any foreign players through it. Yeah, I'm going to throw everything at Arsenal in that game, and we're just going to throw hell for leather and see what happens, because you never know what happens if you try to just go all-out attack. Probably just 9-0. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode in spite of that, do drop a like on the video. At least we're still going pretty damn strong in the league right now, which is nice, I guess. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode for the Arsenal game. You never know. Maybe miracles are possible. Maybe all the nonsense that we've suffered the last 2 seasons, we're finally going to get a game where it all goes in our favour. It's not going to happen, is it? Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.